Hey, have you ever thought life f***ing sucks?
All the time.
Life especially sucks when you have to work as a slave, being paid less than minimum wage and being paid nothing for overtime for a company that doesn't even care about you. To the point where you just want to lay down and die in a pile of your own garbage while the burning image of your ugly bastard boss that looks like he just crawled out of the newest hit hentai is railing the shit out of your crust while you just lay there wishing for something to break you out of the hellish loop you've trapped yourself in?
Year after year after year!
Sounds like all you need is the zombie apocalypse.
What the fuck?
It's to be a song of the Jedi.
The highly anticipated Zom 100 anime is finally here. We're gonna ignore the fact that I'm a couple weeks late on making this video. Ignoring that fact, Zom 100 brings us a genuinely, and dare I say, new and brilliant take on the zombie apocalypse.
And I'm not gonna lie, I've fallen completely in love with it.
I just love how unique of a direction the show follows in such an oversaturated genre. Like, literally, the first episode alone had me worshipping the show like it was somewhat the second coming of Christ. So I'm sure with a statement that bold, you're probably gonna be asking me, hey Chris, why?
Because Akira is actually me.
Let me explain. Zom 100 is a manga series that explores the theme of life in a post-apocalyptic world filled with, well, obviously zombies. But not only that, in the first episode, the story portrays the harsh and unfair reality of life. Our main protagonist, Akira Tendo, has a pretty shitty life, to be honest. His job is one of those exploited office jobs, doing mentally draining work for a company that doesn't even care about him at all.
I feel that.
Unlike with most zombie shows where they just rush straight into the zombie apocalypse like 5 minutes into the first episode, Zom 100 chooses to take its time developing and diving deep into the toxic work culture throughout the first episode. We see how Akira slowly dies on the inside, really selling us on why he'd want this zombie apocalypse to happen, completely losing all sense of color and dreading going to work or even waking up the next day.
Hates his life. Check. Shitty job. Check. And we're 2 for 2 so far.
Akira desperately wishes for a break, for something in his life to change for the better, and I can't honestly blame him. I would too. And I said it before, and I'll say it again. Enter the motherfucking zombie apocalypse!
Yeah. Wait, what?
It takes a lot in our current age to make a zombie apocalypse story really interesting, since we've seen almost everything from the genre. But Zom 100, unlike a lot of other stories, seems to take this concept and is running with it, knowing damn well we should know what to expect from the series, but that's where the fun starts. Most of the time, the zombie apocalypse focuses on these dark and gritty characters, and instead in this, we get Akira Tendo, a character who has spoken to me like never before.
Between you and me, ever since I was a kid, I always dreamed about being in the zombie apocalypse. I don't know, it just seemed free and fun to me.
Like, there are endless possibilities, and it always seemed like the freest way you could be, if that makes any sense. When the boundaries are limitless, the world is yours to explore, and that is exactly what Zom 100 chooses to explore in its story. Rather than focus on the dark, depressing, and gritty nature of a zombie outbreak like series like The Walking Dead and The Last of Us have already done, instead of just telling the same story that's already been told over 1 billion times, Zom 100 focuses on making the best of that situation and the freedom that can be earned when the world ends.
Okay, it's getting a little dark.
The creators of Zom 100 know that sometimes this world can be exhausting, stressful, and just unfulfilling. This show, unlike a lot of other shows, brings light to the individuals who are unfulfilled in life, waking up every day wondering, is this all life has to offer? Whether you're working in some boring office job and you hate waking up every day, you're unemployed, or you're pursuing a passion that you don't have any passion for, or you gave up on yours because someone told you you couldn't achieve your dream, or it was too hard and you gave up. Or you just got unlucky and you weren't able to do it. Either way, this show speaks to those who want more in life, who have those passions deep inside of them, who have the desire for freedom in this life, but unfortunately have no way of seizing it. As kids, we always used to observe the adults in our life working tirelessly, and we perceived it as monotonous. They were always coming home grumpy, angry, or something was always wrong with them, probably because they were living that unfulfilled life, and as kids, we were determined to not become like them. Holding on to our dreams with unwavering goals and determination, believing that nothing or no one could ever hinder us from achieving our goals. However, as we age, we end up finding ourselves becoming those very adults and getting those very things that we hated so much as kids. The very thing we despise and swore we would not have in our lives as children, we now yearn to escape from as adults. We sit there wishing for something to change, wishing for even something as dramatic as a zombie apocalypse or the end of the world to happen so we can finally feel what it's like to be free and to live a life where it feels like every second we're living actually means something.
You're like heaven compared to this. I'm gonna get up for work. Go to work. Oh yeah. Work. Oh man. Sorry, man, I didn't get you anything. Oh. Hey, man, did you take a... Shit, what do I do? I need something thick. You! Grab the wifers! Quick! Thank you. I knew I'd keep him out. Okay. Fuck do I do now?
Okay, so maybe the zombie apocalypse isn't all it's shown to be.
Maybe just with a little fewer zombies, but nonetheless, this anime still speaks true to how many people feel about being overworked, undersleeping, and then barely making enough money to even pay their rent because life can really fucking suck sometimes. Sure, I'll never get to experience true freedom like exploring the world or finding the legendary One Piece.
And while it would be pretty darn cool to be king of the pirates,
But there's also a lot to love about life, like one of the things is that I'm living right now, and let's be honest, neither situation is perfect, and both have their ups and downs.
some worse than others.
This is probably where you're asking, if Zom 100 isn't telling us that the zombie apocalypse is a magical solution to every single one of our problems, then what is it trying to tell us? And, well, to that I say,
Hey, shut up and stop interrupting me.
I think Akira said the message of Zom 100 best in this scene right here, which I conveniently fan-dubbed to show off my amazing talent for all of you guys. I'm following my dreams. We could die today, or we can die 60 years from now. Either way, there's never enough time to do all the things we want to do. Life's too short to avoid taking risks. When I was a kid, there were so many things I wanted to do, but I always found an excuse and ended up never doing the things I wanted to. I've decided to take a 3-year vacation, so I can have as much fun as possible. If I have to go on living without doing the things I want to do, then I'd much rather just be eaten by zombies. I believe the true message of Zom 100, like many other anime, is it's never too late to follow your dreams and live the life you want to live.
Okay, yeah, it's the same kind of message we always get in anime, but it's different. He doesn't have superpowers, so it's okay.
The story of Zom 100 dives deep into the depression that can come from giving up on your dreams and living an unfulfilling life. Because the very truth is that we can die at any second, and life is way too short for second thoughts. Because when you don't know if you get a tomorrow, what's the point in not going for everything, giving it the best you can? So follow your dreams no matter what, and never let anyone tell you to stop. Because no matter what the outcome is, you just going for it and giving it your all every time you can will be the happiest you've ever felt. We're all gonna die at some point, and there's nothing more beautiful than someone chasing their dreams, trying to be happy. So go for it, because if you don't, you might as well just be eaten by zombies. Hey guys, Chris here. I hope you guys enjoyed that video. I had a lot of fun writing it and getting to really dive deep into the story of Zom 100 and talk about dreams, because it's been a thing I've been really adamant about talking about and having people go for their dreams. I hope you guys also enjoyed the really cheesy, like Disney Channel, like 1990s horror movie level skit I did for the zombie skit. The goal was to make it as bad but as good as possible, if you understand what I mean. It didn't fully turn out the way I wanted it to. I wasn't able to get someone to come down to play the zombie, so I had to do that myself, which is why some of the editing is weird there when we're sitting on the couch. But I still think it all comes together to make it just so much worse that it needed to be, which makes it a lot more funny, at least in my opinion. I just wanted to thank everyone for the recent support and everyone who checked out this video, and I hope to see you all in the next video for my Halloween special, which is a series I'm very, very passionate about, and I cannot wait to talk about it here on the channel, so be on the lookout for that. Once again, thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you all in the next one, hopefully. Peace out.